One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Georgia's offense takes the field. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this high-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Card in the backfield. It's Williams. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defender.
Just keeps slinging it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's Scott. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick.
Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They're dealing with a second and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Mississippi State right back to the line. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Safe little shovel pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd down play from the gun. Got his man downfield. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to clear it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Using his legs, it's Hill. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll try it again. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Breaks the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The run to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on!
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on 3rd down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here comes the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the move. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The option look. He's trying to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver of the football in space, and he does the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be a...
There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on him.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
On the set. Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Makes the catch, it's Sampson. Pushed down for the tackle.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
From the gun on third down. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll pull it down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easy.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. He's moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They've got the screen set up. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll immediately call timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time... They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got an open man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 31 over New Mexico State. it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Past the first down marker and still running. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To throw, it's Croman Hope. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, and great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Working the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Dogs are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
To the air on first down. Got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. A first down for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They just keep firing. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Georgia sends out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Mississippi. Offense ready to attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Finds a little space. Turning it on. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Run it with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the option. Makes it past the marker.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll try the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by... because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He's going to take off. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And that is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Gotta get to him.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Georgia going up tempo.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be third and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quarterback moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.